Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today is a mix of Kagiyama and Kita being Kusanan part 2 of Enough For You. I just wanted to mix them so it's easier for me lol. I actually had another plan for Kita and Kagiyama being cousins, but I don't know. Maybe I'll work on it soon. You can view this as either romantic or platonic, it's your choice lol. But for this specific video I did intend for it to be more on the platonic side. Okay, this is getting long. Enjoy lol.
Even though he called out Oikawa in the group chat, he still couldn't hate him. Even though he said that he didn't forgive him, he knew that was a lie. He said that little Kagiyama would be the one to accept, not the present him. But, middle schooler or not, whether he's still his senpai or not, Kagiyama will always admire and look up to Oikawa. It wasn't a choice that he made. It's just how it is. Doesn't matter if Oikawa hates him. He just cannot bring himself to hate him back. It's because of Oikawa that he's where he is. It's because of Oikawa that they managed to win against Seijo. Yeah, he made some mistakes. But, he was a kid and so was Kagiyama. Can you really blame a 14-year-old for being jealous of his junior? Neither of them were innocent. Both of them were in the wrong. They were just children. Yet, people expect them to act like adults because everyone has the same expectations for them. To be perfect. Kagiyama felt bad that everyone immediately chose his side. He didn't want it to be like that. He just wanted to tell Oikawa how he felt about the way he was treated. He didn't want Oikawa to lose friends. This issue is something that he wanted Oikawa himself to fix, not everyone else. Oikawa might have hurt him in the past, but what's the point in crying about it when it already happened? What are you thinking about? Kagiyama looked up to meet his cousin's gaze. Nothing. Kita looked at him with an unconvinced face. Is it Oikawa? Kagiyama looked away and Kita immediately knew he was right. Why are you thinking so hard about this? Kita sat next to Kagiyama. I don't know. It's just. I don't want people to choose a side. Why? I mean, whatever happened with Oikawa-san and me should stay between us. They shouldn't choose a side. If you wanted it to stay between you two, then why would you say all those things in the group chat? Kita was not shaming him for doing that. He was just confused. If it really bothered his cousin that everyone knew, then why did he text those things in the first place? Kagiyama stayed quiet for a second. Peer pressure. The first years wanted me to do it. And you did it? Kagiyama looked down at his lap. Why would you just listen to what they say? Because I can't do anything by myself. Can't I? Kita's eyes widened. Kagiyama frowned. People always tell me that I never make good decisions for myself and that I'm too stupid to do anything by myself unless it involved volleyball. And now that I listen to people, I'm still in the wrong. Tobio, you were never in the wrong. Yeah, that's what they all say too. And then when shit goes wrong, they turn it all to me. Tobio, I never wanted to have everyone turn their backs towards him. Tobio, that happened to me. Why would I want it to happen to other people? Listen to me. Calm down. I just wanted him to. Listen to me. Kita raised his voice and Kagiyama immediately went quiet. Kagiyama lowered his head and refused to look at his cousin. He told himself that it wasn't that bad, but judging from the way that he just snapped, maybe it is that bad. Kita sighed and then lifted Kagiyama's head so that he's looking at him. Calm down. I understand that you are upset, but getting angry and lashing out isn't gonna do anything. So what if they say you don't make good decisions? You're still young. Nobody at the age of 16 actually makes good decisions for themselves. Some do. Not everyone though. Even I made some stupid decisions back then. Really? Kita smiled a bit. Did you think that I had never made a mistake in my life? No, not that. I just didn't think that you would admit to doing stupid stuff. Kita laughed and Kagiyama smiled. Well, I would never admit it to anyone else. So, am I special? Kita pinched Kagiyama's cheek and smiled. Very. Now, do you want to get some snacks? But, that means I have to get up from bed. Kagiyama pouted and Kita rolled his eyes. You're an athlete. Get your lazy bum off the bed and let's go. Ugh, fine. Oikawa was sent by his mother to go grab some stuff from the store. While walking there, he started thinking about what Tobio had said. He knew he wasn't the best senpai to the boy. Hell, can you even call him a senpai? But, He didn't think that it would have affected him that much. He thought that maybe Tobio would forget about it. He felt guilty. He really did regret ever being mean to Tobio. But he was someone who never liked to apologize. How the hell was he supposed to admit to Tobio that he was a dick in junior high and now he wanted to change? When Oikawa saw Kagiyama in his last year at junior high, when the king incident happened, the one thing that he thought to himself was, that was not his Kouhei. That person, that setter, that adorable face now only ever seen with a frown on it. That was not the boy who he knew. That was a different person. And it felt like a knife going through his heart when realization hit him. That maybe he was the reason why Tobio did a full 180. While getting lost in his thoughts, he didn't even realize the person who was standing in front of him and ended up bumping into them. Oh, I'm sorry. Oikawa-san? Oikawa looked at the person and his eyes widened. Tobio-chan? What are you doing here? Getting food. Tobio answered like it was the most obvious thing in the world. Tobio then turned around and tried to walk away and ignore Oikawa, but he was a fool if he thought that he could get away easily. Wait. Oikawa grabbed his wrist. Kagiyama looked at Oikawa and unintentionally narrowed his eyes. Oikawa quickly dropped his wrist and rubbed the back of his neck. What is it? Kagiyama had not meant for it to sound so aggressive. Oikawa flinched and his hands started fidgeting. I wanted to say, Kagiyama raised his eyebrow while Oikawa was having trouble with his words. That. I'm really Oikawa-san. Please word your sentence properly. I'm getting hungry. Kagiyama grumbled. I'm sorry. Kagiyama's eyes widened and Oikawa's cheeks flushed. What? I'm sorry. I know that I treated you horribly in junior high and I regret it. There's no excuse. I know I was wrong. Kagiyama scanned Oikawa's face. Genuine regret. I didn't actually expect you to apologize to me in person. Oikawa's head snapped towards Kagiyama, who then got startled because of the action. Do you really think of me like that? Oikawa huffed and looked away. No. It's just weird seeing you actually admitting your mistakes. Hey. And not in a bad way. I don't think you can mean that sentence in a good way. Tobio-chan. You know what I mean. Kagiyama crossed his arms and pouted. Oikawa laughed and ruffled his hair. Or, Tobio-chan. You're still the same cute and adorable Kouhei. I am not. PFFT, keep on telling yourself that. Kagiyama then smacked Oikawa's hand away from him. Oh, Tobio-chan. Is that how you treat your upperclassmen? You're not my upperclassman anymore. Once my Kouhei, will always be my Kouhei. I feel bad for the rest of them then. Hey. You are so not cute. I thought you said that I was still the same cute and adorable Kouhei. I take it back. While the two of them bickered, they didn't notice the pair of brown eyes that was watching them. Kita smiled as he saw his cousin. Those troubled blue eyes were now filled with fondness. Sure, he was a bit upset with Oikawa. But, if Oikawa is someone that Kagiyama would forever admire, then there's nothing he can do about it. Well, he can threaten Oikawa. I'm happy that they finished whatever the hell that was. Kita was startled and immediately turned around. Aran? What are you doing in Miyagi? I was visiting my uncle. He's sick at the moment. Oh, I hope he gets better soon. I hope so too. Kita then looked back at his cousin. He chuckled a bit as he saw Kagiyama struggling to get Oikawa off of him. This reminds me of Atsumu and Osamu. Minus the beating each other up. And they are not twins. Could have fooled me.
Alright, that's it for today's video. I think this turned out pretty good. I never wanted to make Kagiyama and Oikawa have bad blood with each other, so I decided to make a part 2. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.